numbers can only continue to grow as more NGV options become available and consumers recognize that natural gas for vehicles is clean, abundant, affordable, and American.
There are more slides than I'm going to get into, so if you have any concerns or questions about something you didn't see as I talked about it, please feel free to ask. We can go through it in our panel discussion time period as well. So this is a slide that came out of the U.S. Green Building Council a little while back, and it's still about right. I think the numbers are 40% of total energy consumption and maybe 73-ish% of electricity. But I left this one because it's a really nice single slide statement of the building's impact on our set of resources. So you're talking about energy consumption, you're talking about a huge impact on electricity consumption, significant impact on greenhouse gas emissions, materials, water, and then potable water. So it is an area that I think we all should worry about because we want to do it really well, and we want to make sure that we have the tools to succeed. So part of what I want to talk to you today about is to show you some of the tools you can use going forward to succeed in these different metrics. There are a couple of future pathways that are in play here. One of them is the easy one, and that is just go all electric. After all, sometime down the road, all electricity is going to be from renewable resources. It's just going to be fabulous, and we'll be very happy to have all these wonderful all-electric buildings sitting around there. And yet, if you do that, you're going to have a combination of nuclear power, maybe you won't have it, coal, carbon capture, sequestration, renewables. In that scenario, natural gas is both a bridge fuel for generation only and then gone later on. So you have zero site emissions, fossil fuel consumption is out, heat pumps are in there, and in certain ways this is being favored by federal strategies right now. However, it may not be able to achieve the wonderful objective of zero. Fill in zero whatever you want, zero energy, zero emissions, etc. And it's also going to be quite costly to implement. On the other hand, you can look at a mixed fuel building, which will become, in many cases, the least cost option for the near to midterm, and its potential viability for the long term, a variety of strategies, both within the gas industry and also within the other communities, and involves renewables and potential role for nuclear or not a role for nuclear. But in the long term, what happens to the natural gas side of it will be a function of what the gas industry does in response to a requirement or an interest in reducing these various impacts on the environment. What are some of the barriers to direct use of gas? If you think about the future where it might be renewable energy, we want to have renewable power ready all-electric buildings, so let's just get them all done right now. And then there are a number of net zero site energy building initiatives that are ongoing. You have the fossil fuel reduction legislation, Section 433. If you haven't heard of it, it's a little arcane, but it just says that you have to eliminate fossil fuel generated energy in new federal buildings by 2030. How are we going to do that? There's a success story here which results in declining gas use for buildings, and that is because both natural gas products have become more efficient over time and also buildings have become more efficient, and so the